Welcome all, Kev the Movie Deal here, and today we're talking about the new teaser trailer for the new DC Universe show, Lanterns, starring Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierce as Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. Now right off the bat guys, this trailer was awesome. It was so cool. There were so many different things going on there. I love the dynamic between the two characters already. It was so good. But the thing that really stood out to me was just how different in tone this show was from Superman and Supergirl and everything we've gotten so far. And I love that. I'm so excited. This is going to be a very definitive year for DC because they have 3 projects coming out this year that are going to all be tonally different. They got Supergirl, Lanterns, and Clayface. All 3 are going to be very tonally different films and projects and TV shows. And it's just James Gunn and his team showing that it's not all going to be the same thing. They're not all going to have the same tone and vibe of each project, which I love. I'm so excited about it. It's what's going to make it different from Marvel. So let's dive it in here. So first off, I actually remember back in 2015 when they first announced a Green Lantern movie with Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart being described as a lethal weapon in space. And I imagine that pitch is was the first stepping stones of this show. And one of the things that really jumped out to me is that this actually felt like a trailer to a show. Marvel, God bless them, have the tendency of, releasing trailers to their shows that make it just seem like another movie, not a television show. And that's really what happens. The shows just feel more like an extended movie than a show itself. This feels like a show. Lantern seems like an essence of True Detective, Fargo, and Reacher. You really feel that not only are they trying something new with the Green Lantern IP, but the genre itself. I always love when they try to tackle other genres and superhero projects like Ant-Man as a heist film, or Captain America Winter Soldier as a political thriller. It just adds more flavor to the genre as a whole. Now, for me, personally, I love the direction of Hal Jordan being an older mentor and Jon Stewart most likely being the Green Lantern we're going to see more of in the DC Universe. Bit of a hot take, I find Jon Stewart a far more interesting character than Hal. Now I know Hal Jordan is the definitive Green Lantern, but I grew up with the Justice League animated series, so Jon Stewart was my first Green Lantern. And the more comics I read on the two characters, the more I feel like Jon is the better written one. Now, my knowledge of the Green Lantern lore really comes from Jeff Johns' run and the New Frontier comic. And I love the Green Lantern lore. It's cool and it's very anime. If you're someone who's a fan of anime or Star Trek, I highly recommend you reading Jeff Johns' run. It is some great world building there. Now, when it comes to Hal Jordan, I personally just don't find him all that interesting as a character. Okay, he watched his dad die in a plane accident when he was a kid, child trauma. He's a maverick in the military. He doesn't really follow the rules. He doesn't have the best relationship with his mother or his brother. He's kind of a walking stereotype of a lead action hero. Stuff we've kind of seen 1,000 times. Now, with Jon Stewart, depending on the comic, he grew up in a tough neighborhood, then he enlisted in the Marine Corps, and later would become an architect. Stewart is a true believer in that military-like structure to have true pride as a soldier that truly protects the people. That's a character that feels fresh and unique to me. But who knows? Maybe in the show I'll like Hal more. It really all depends on how the character is written and how he's performed. But I'm just looking forward to the show and overall. It looks fantastic. But I want to know what you guys think. Comment below. Let me know. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Catch you later.